Hello, everybody. How are you? I'm glad to see everybody here. Hope you've had a great weekend. Oh, sorry if you hear the noise. Dog's not having a good day. Let's see. Scrolling back up. And Carnosaw playing Uber. Sinzu. Hey, Mish. I hope you're feeling better. I texted you, honey. Darcy's, hey. Hello. Tiff, thank you for being here. Lori, hey, how are you? I'm glad you're here. Kazi, hey, you little cherub. Just as I am. Hey, how are you, honey? I'm glad y'all are here. Think we figured out the some of the technical issues here. My camera was plugged into the front of the computer, which was interfering with. Oh, thank you for being here. I'm glad you stopped by. I am brain rot zombie. Me too. Me too, but I'm glad you're here. We definitely figured out the issues with the technical stuff, so that will help me a lot. So my keyboard and my mouse seem to be working now. We had to plug the camera in the back of the computer and leave the little whatever it is plugged in the front. It was interfering. Did not know that this whole time. So I'm so glad he fixed it for me. My shoulder is, whew, Darcy's just bad. I'm in here, I'm like holding it together. I have my MRI done, still don't have the results back. Yeah, try like flat ironing your hair with your left hand and you're not left-handed. Severe burns, don't do it. Just a suggestion. But no, I'm so glad to see all of you here. Kazi, you're cracking me up. Lori, how are you? I haven't seen you in forever, it feels like. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. You're such a sweetheart. Always, thank you. Just an update, quick update. We are doing the purple party. Thanks to all of you on our last live. Thank you so much. Thank you. Your support of this channel. We are waiting on John. He is in the middle of some personal things he's doing. As soon as he gets himself squared away, we will be on with the purple party. Y'all made it happen, and I can't even say thank you enough. There's no words. So thank you so much. And I mean that. And thank you so much for the super sticker. Like I said, thank you for supporting the channel. Very much appreciative. So learning this with one hand, I am going to do this. I actually got in here a little early while he finished fixing the computer and figured out my notes. I could figure out how to bring them over here now. So maybe I won't be having to look off the screen so much. It makes me lose my place. But how are y'all doing? Before we get into anything, just wondering how everyone's doing. And Darcy's, yes, tomorrow I will be calling my doctor because I had it Wednesday, so I should have definitely had the results by now. I have the CD, but I haven't even looked at it. Believe it or not, I haven't even taken it out of my purse since I got it on Wednesday because I'll start finding things. Is that it? Is that it? When I don't know. So I'm not even going to try. All I know is if it was just a little injury, it should have been fixed by now or fixed itself. And because I haven't been using it, but that's not happening. Putting on this shirt while ago, I was like, oh my God. And when you flat iron your hair with one arm, all the ladies that know this, I'm having to bring my whole head down down to the cabinet, grab a piece, and come up with it. So that took a while, but as good as it's going to get. Since I've been driving up and down a road in town trying to see a ghost that's rumored to be there. We have two of those here, actually. We have it's called the Saratoga Light. I'm sorry, Saratoga Light. Taco Bell. Oh, hush, I'm hungry. I just ate a Rice Krispies treat for my supper right now. Hey, Barbie. Hey, love. So, Darcy, you get cortisone shots. See, when I messed up my rotator cuff like 6 years ago, they gave me one in my shoulder, and then I went 6 weeks. They told me they put that sling on. Heck no, not happening. I'm so glad you're here, Barbie. No, but the shot helped tremendously, and I didn't have to get another one. And actually, after just immobilizing it for 6 weeks, he cleared me. But that was just a simple, and it was with the shoulder that I hurt. All I did when I was driving, and no judgment, please, judgment-free zone. I reached back. My mom was asking me for a phone number. I grabbed one little bitty piece of paper, like a sticky note. When I come forward, pop, I knew something was wrong because I couldn't even drive with it. That was like 6 years ago. This was my whole body weight, and there's a lot of body here still, like my hang line. Hey, B. I'm glad you're here. You thought you just skipped town on me. No, I'm just kidding. I'm glad you're here. Well, here, have the distraction. My hair, like I said, all you women know that use flat irons. One-handed is horrible because I literally was going down like this to the cabinet and then putting the flat iron in there and trying to come up with it. But it's because it's going to get, at least she cut it to where it will start growing back even, hopefully. But Purple Party is definitely coming, thanks to all of you. And I'm still in shock and no words. I have no words for everything on the last slide. Y'all were amazing. I don't even know what to say. Tomas is here. Mario, hello. Mario. Paperclip was in here. I don't know if she's still here, but I hope she is because I miss my friend. And I am not watching this over here I usually put YouTube on the other screen, but I'm not even doing it because one-handed is not going to work for me back here by myself. So I am just going to pay attention here. I do have my notes, so I'll have to turn it off the chat when we get into this in just a second. I'll have to turn it off the chat to pull the notes up so I'm not looking everywhere. So, but I will still be here. I will still go back and read every one of them. And I'll do it in sections. So, Mish is still here. Yay. So look, Mario, Paperclip's still here. You don't want to talk. Don't, baby. I love you. I'm glad you're here. It gets lonely back here lately. Joel, hey, how are you? I'm glad you're here. Wait, it's Sunday. Okay, wait. Oh, no, Kazi. No, Kazi. Well, you know what? You're worth it. Cromwell, hey, how are you? I'm glad you're here. Joel, I got to hear. I've been waiting. Oh my gosh, y'all are so amazing. Yeah, it's Paperclip and Mario now instead of Mission Tomas. I think that's just going to stick from now on. And like not Mish doesn't need another name to add to her list. I'm sorry. My little cherub, That should never happen. And I'm seeing like every single day what a world we are living in. Unbelievable. Just literally unbelievable. It's just evil. You do you, you be you. We love you. This is what I wanted to see. She was totally shocked with the car. I'm so glad. Oh gosh, if we could, I've been waiting on that. I was like, okay, it's Saturday. Wait, it's Sunday. I'm so happy for you, Joel. I'm truly happy. I hope she loves it. That was something that I've literally seriously been waiting on. So you know that I definitely have paid attention because I have been waiting to hear how that went. I was counting down the days too. I'm so happy for y'all. And my little cherub out there, Kazi, you know how much I love you. Don't let mean people, don't let me. Hey, Carry On, how are you? Janet, I'm so glad you're here. I feel like I just haven't seen y'all, and it really hasn't been that long. But yeah, she's a happy gal. That is amazing. Janet, how are you doing? Mish, wait, this needs to go up. Kazi, love, we need to find us some. Okay, I don't know how to say that word. From down under, by God, people need to respect my cause. I agree with that. Oh, is that guy? Is that supposed to be God? I can read autocorrect, I think, but I don't know if that's right or not. Oh, Thomas, thank you. Did you, for only $2 a day, you can adopt a paperclip? Mitch, thank you, Thomas, for the super chat. Okay, Mitch, Mario has put you up for adopt a paperclip. I'm loving this. Yo, that is forever going to stick. I'm telling you, there's nothing going to make it. And Paperclip says this paperclip needs to be adopted again. Right, Barbie? Right? Thank you so much. We can always use another adopted paperclip. Y'all that missed that missed the most awesome thing ever. Oh my God. Thank you, Thomas, for that. That was amazing. I love you too, Mish. Or wait, paperclip. Okay, so I'm gonna get started. Like I said, I'm by myself, so bear with me. Have some patience with me. I'm gonna do this so we can. I did good the last one until y'all really. I was actually gonna get off at an hour, and I was like, "Holy moly, man, y'all were amazing," and I appreciate that. And we are not gonna let you down. As soon as John gets situated, we are definitely gonna be the purple party, and we are gonna have so much fun. Oh, because I need it. I told John, I was like, I don't know how I'm going to do a purple party with one arm because that suit actually makes you stick your arm out. Heather, hey, how are you, honey? So I don't know how I'm going to do this, but we're going to do it. Janet, super busy moving to the West Coast and getting ready to sell our place. We've been in for 23 years. Yeah, I would say that's a big project. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Ben, hey, how are you? I'm so glad to see y'all in here. This is great. I really appreciate it after this one-armed future purple people eater got this hair with even in at least presentable. Yeah, one arm doesn't. It really sucks, but I'll make it. I'm so glad to see Ben and Heather in. Okay, so I told you the last live. Yes, our peeps, Mish, actually. Oh, Heather, that's sweet. Janet, well, welcome when you get here. That is amazing. Okay, so I've been going over the. Oh, really? Oh, Mr. Silver Fox, keep on, keep on, keep on. Mr. Joel, oh, wait, I got to see this. Okay. Can't stay, taking my wife out to dinner, and she is driving. Have a good dinner. And I'm so happy for you. I couldn't wait to hear. Thank you so much for letting us know. That is amazing. Oh my gosh. Triple B in the house. Janet, I'm so glad you're here. Oh, gosh. Okay. So, oh, wait. When's the rave purple party? So, here's the problem with the purple party. We're going to have it. Y'all did it. Y'all made it. Here's the, here's the fun part. Like I said, those suits make your arms go up. And this arm can't go up. So, I guess I'm going to tie it with something to make it go up and just have a fake hand. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But we're definitely having it. That is an absolute promise. Y'all made it happen. I'm just waiting on John. As soon as John is settled, we will be announcing when it is, and it shouldn't be long. So, okay. Traction. I can't lift the shoulder. It's the problem. The shoulder can't go up. It has to stay down and back. And yeah, I'm just gonna let it blow up, and I'll tie the end of it. That way it still looks. I'll put the glove on the end of it. I'll figure it out. Heck, it'll be fun. I just won't be able to do the YMCA halfway, maybe. That was so much fun. Y'all made it happen. We're going to do it. That was a promise. Hey, Aria, I'm glad you're here. Glad to see you. Okay, so like I said, I have to turn the chat off to pull my notes over. But I did, Mish, I figured that out, how to put the notes on here. Thought it was pretty cool since I've been sitting in here trying to figure it out. Got my mouse figured the mouse and the keyboard issue. I plugged the camera in the back. Now everything seems to be working. Okay, so y'all know that the self-acceptance summit that I've been going through. So I figured that I would, I was going to kind of skip around, but I actually love this. So I've been listening to all of it and taking notes. And it's how to overcome self-judgment and live a life of bravery, compassion, and authenticity. And we all know about self-judgment, me being the worst. In fact, I will start this out with a little, let me grab, I should have put it over here. Okay. So Shelby was here like Monday through Friday, and then she had to leave Friday to go to her mom's, and then she'll be back tomorrow. And I just found this because I just come back in here today. And she had this underneath. I don't want to cry. I cried a while ago. I don't want to cry again. I found this underneath my microphone. And it says, P.S. Your illness does not define your life. You're human. What a day for me to find this. She left Friday. I just now found it a while ago, and I was bawling like a baby. Your illness does not define your life. You're human. From a 20-year-old. There wasn't a day, if ever, that I needed to hear that. And I found it, I guess, when I'm supposed to. She always does stuff like this. She leaves me little things. Oh my gosh, my dogs are insane in there, y'all. Oh, whoa. Knew that was coming. Daddy done got them. But yes, I needed that today. And today I came in here. So I thought I haven't even gotten to text her. Oh, Tiff, thank you. I needed it too. I mean, it's amazing how God works. Just amazing, because I haven't come in this office since our last live. And because it kind of depresses me because I can't do what I want to do yet, but that's okay. Won't be forever. But it was just, I read that, right, Heather? Shelby, exactly. I mean, I literally read that. I picked my microphone up. And actually, Mish, yours, what was on top of this sheet was the ADSB that I had jotted it down so I wouldn't forget. And boy, have I been looking at that at night. That's been pretty cool. But then I saw some writing on it, and I just moved my microphone off of it. That's what it said. P.S. Your illness does not define your life. You're human. I bawled, I cried, I squalled, and then I went in there. I said, Daryl, come here. Now, this man's in there vacuuming, mopping, sweeping, doing the dishes, everything I'm supposed to be doing. So, I already felt like this. And then I see this. And I said, come here. He come in here. I said, look under my microphone. And I'm still got tears rolling down my face. And he said, that girl. I said, right? Right? That girl. She just amazes me sometimes. She really does. So that's what I wanted to start this off with. That's the little God wink note from Shelby that she left. And I thought I would share it because it really meant something to me today. So self-acceptance, overcoming self-judgment. Come on, guys. Y'all know I'm the worst, right? So we're learning this together. I'm going to have to get off the chat. I'm going to have to pull my notes over, and I don't have YouTube going on here to distract me. So let's see. Mish, what's Mish say? What happens when the two of you, neither one can do it though? That's where I be right now. Grateful but scared. Well, let's learn a little bit, Mish, because this helped me. This helped me. So let me see. Go to my notes. I'm going off the chat, not ignoring anybody. So before we can do self-acceptance, oh, this is going to be fun trying to get back up there. We need to define what is self. And I'm not talking the little s, I'm talking the big S. What is self? And these are the things that this speaker spoke to, and these are the things that I came up with. And I would love your input too. And when I get to the chat, I will be able to see them all. But what is self? Dynamic, divine, in the image of our Creator. When we understand, and I'm talking self with the big S, when we understand self, we can accept ourselves. Okay, I'm going back to the comments. So we have a big S and a little s self. And I said S self, as in the letter S. So let's define self. The little s. Those are things that we see on the outside. Those are things like, are we pretty? Or most of us are like, I'm ugly. I can't be forgiven. I messed up. I did this so and so years ago, or yesterday, or today. I did all these things. Okay, that's the little s. That's the external self. Oh, I can see the chat, Ben. I didn't jump back over. Ha ha! Teacher busted you. Just kidding. So that's the little s, the external factors of ourself. Like anything you do external. But let's talk about the big S self. And boy, that don't sound right on here. I bet it doesn't. Criminal, that's actually perfect. Life will find a way, Mish. Don't worry, please. That's absolutely right. Yes, Ben, self-forgiveness is huge. Been practicing it. Tip. Oh, busted, Ben. No, but big S, the big S. That's our internal self. I love y'all. That's the biggest, our worthiness, our going back to the notes, but now I'm not going to tell you. Our divine self, the self the Creator made. We're dynamic. We're in the image of our Creator. Your internal self, you're divine, and it's not measured by what we've done. It's measured by our character, and our character comes from within. We'll get to, I'm going to not skip myself. I cannot skip over myself. So I'm not going to do that. So we have the little s and we have the big S self. The big S self is your internal self, your character, your worthiness, your divine. We're made in the image of our Creator. So that is who we need to be worried about. The little s, that's all stuff that, let it go. We don't need to worry about that. Not to get to the road to the self-acceptance. And while I was listening, and I really like that you're not measured by what you have done in the past or even today. You're measured by your character. And your character is everyone in here. I mean, I love you all. You all have exceptional character. It doesn't matter what others say, all that messiness. Look inside. What is your character? That's what you're measured by. And 4 things that block us, and this is the list of 4 things, and it's really quick, but I wanted to let y'all know. 4 things that block us from total and complete self-acceptance. And now this is in the opinion of the speaker. So these are things that I found, pretty amazing. First of all is unworthiness. The first thing that blocks us from total and complete self-acceptance, unworthiness. And what do we say? I'm not enough. I'm not important. I'm ugly. I'm undeserving. So what do? We need to prove we're enough. So what do? We go buy, okay, so let's use the example. I'm ugly. I'm going to go and buy $800 worth of makeup to cake it on my face to walk outside to make the outside world see me worthy. Does that change my character? No. And I guess I will. Wait, Stasia, I'm back. Hey, Stasia, I'm looking at notes back and forth, but I can't tell them anymore because Ben's been mean. He wants to show up if I say I'm going off the screen. How are you? But so, hey, Facebook Mom. Oh, I knew Joni Mitchell was coming, right, Chinzu? No one is harder on me than me. We're going to get to that. Absolutely are. But think about it. Our character, because I'm gonna do this, and this is the oldest saying in the book. Beauty is on the inside. How many of us hear that and we're like, oh, whatever? I mean, I'm guilty. I don't have no problem saying it. Kazi, I love you. I'm gonna say it. I'm guilty of it. Oh, beauty, yes, we are our own worst critics. But that is the unworthiness. That's number 1. That is the unworthiness we feel. But I'm very much guilty of, beauty's on the inside. And then I want to tell somebody, okay, so what does that make me on the outside? It doesn't matter, because your beauty is your character. And that's the big S on self, not the little s. We're not worried about the little s self. It will come together. And I am saying little s. Sounds like I'm not. Okay, so, but we put on all that makeup and we go out to try to prove to everyone that we are beautiful, but our character doesn't show that. That doesn't help. John and I did that video, the live on masks, wearing masks. It's kind of like that. We put on all these masks, but that's not the real, true, authentic, capital S self. We believe we're unworthy. It's just unworthiness, and that blocks us from total self-acceptance. Another one is self-doubt. I say we, I could use I, because I'm guilty of every bit of this. But that's what this path is to find and overcome so we can have self-acceptance. But self-doubt, difficulty forgiving ourselves for our mistakes. And guess what? Just as soon as you think you do, that negative ego is going to remind you, remember when? Remember when? Remember when you did this? Remember when you did that? I mean, we think we come so far, and then that negative ego is going to show up and say, remember this, remember that, remember that. Shut it out. Shut it out. Because you are who you are today. Not remember when. You're not remember when. And that would be my answer. I'm not remember when. I am today. And I know, Miss Right, that's how I feel right there. My God, the people we have in this place are absolutely amazing people. So when that little negative ego wants to come up and say, remember when you did this? Remember 10 years ago when you stole that piece of candy? Oh, okay. Well, just remember. Stasia, I am so proud of you. You have left the negativity and self-doubt behind, and that is what we are working on. And it is a work. It is a walk. It's a journey. Remember, student on your hand? The last slide, student on your hand, student. We're always learning, whether to improve ourselves or improve the way that we can help others. Life is a journey. We're all students in this journey, because if you've all got it all figured out, please, somebody call me right now. Because there's always going to be a journey. There's always going to be an obstacle. And I don't use that word always, but I am going to say it. Always, always, always. There's going to be the next obstacle. Hey, Violet, how are you? I'm glad you're here. There's going to be another obstacle. And I've said it a million times in the past. Whatever you've been through got you to where you are right now. It made you stronger. It made you tougher, just like lifting weights. Keep strengthening that resolve. Keep strengthening that hope. Hey, Indigo, keep strengthening everything in you. Everything that you've done to this point in life has led you and strengthened you to face what's coming next. But guess what? You've got all that strength. You've got your armor. You've made yourself stronger because you're here. Obviously, you survived it. You're here. As bad as it might have been, it's in the past now. No more looking. Here we go with student again. No more looking that way. We're not going that way, guys. We're going forward. Student on our hand, learning every day, learning something different. Oh, thank you for being here, Stasia. I love you and I miss you. I'm so glad to see you. Thank you for being here, though, supporting us. It really means a lot. You're going to go watch Downtown Abbey? Oh, my gosh. But we're all learning every single day of our life. If we weren't, we would just be standing still. No life. I mean, I'm literally standing still in a house 24 hours a day. But you guys, you all are here, and it makes it worth every single day. Daryl makes my whole life worth getting up in, even though I know that when I wake up out of that bed, and I'm going to use myself down, okay, as an example. It's hard. And yes, we can do hard things, but this is the hardest thing I've ever done. Thank you, Stasia. I appreciate you. This is like one of the hardest seasons of my life, but everything that I've been through has led me to where I'm at now. I've overcome everything that I have to this point to make me strong enough to face this season of my life, which is, can you open my medicine bottle? Can you cook my every meal? Can you help me get dressed? I think the thing we fear the most, or at least I do, of becoming dependent and losing my independence. Because I'm like, God, I had a long talk with God. You got me through everything these past 2 years, and especially this year, just to put me down again. Why? And yeah, I can ask God why. I sure can. Why? Why would I hurt my shoulder to the point that I can't use this arm at all? What else? And I said it, what else are you trying to teach me? And that's the first thing and I know that it wasn't me answering that question. Because I said, why? Got me through all of this. I would be up and going like normal. Well, whatever normal is, my new normal. But now I'm down even worse than I was because I'm right-handed. And do you know what? I got the answer immediately. It was just immediately. He's not done. I haven't learned everything I'm supposed to learn, or I haven't strengthened everything I'm supposed to strengthen. And when it's time for me to be able to go forward, healed and all, it will. So yeah, I did question God. And I got an answer back. So maybe be And these are guesses. Maybe me sitting here, being able to do just giving information or just connecting. Stacia, thank you so much. Just connecting here. You know, I'm not going to question anymore because I got the answer. Yeah, I'm here for a reason. It happened for a reason, you know. And yes, Mish, we are like Job. He is using us and bragging to the devil. It's not us. Keeping on, keeping going. Wait, it's not us keeping on. It's through him, big picture. And that is exactly right. And that is why I definitely, Aria, good night. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it. And Carnosol, you're back from Ubering. Sorry, I missed you. I can't tell Ben when I'm not on, when I don't have the comments up. But literally, that's just me. Like, I know it's like I was like in there, like I said, trying to flat iron my hair, going, God, why would you just, why? I would be totally healed physically, you know, being able to move around and do everything I want to do. And now I'm back down. And I've got the man that I love with all my heart and soul in there having to feed me. Or, well, he kind of did this morning, but that was funny. It was a joke. But because he gave me a fork instead of a spoon. And I was like, I couldn't get the rest of it with a fork. So he put us, don't you dare. And he did. He put it on my fork and fed me. I said, I don't think so no more. But he's so sweet. Thank you, Miss. Oh, wait. Thank you, Miss. I didn't mean to go on that one. Since I was asking God the same thing yesterday in my little pity party, what purpose am I supposed to serve when I'm not good at anything? Please show me. We are all born. We are all given talents. We are all. And I'm not going to get into it on here, but you know, you are here for a purpose, and our purposes will change. That's not a bad thing. And Carter's such a birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. See, y'all can tell when I'm not in the chat. Happy birthday. I hope you had a wonderful day. Okay, I'm going to pop out again. Okay, I'm telling myself. All right. So we went through the 4 things that block us from total and complete self-acceptance. Unworthiness, self-doubt. The third one is unforgiveness. We don't forgive ourselves. We have a hard time or just can't do it. We don't forgive ourselves or others. So what happens? We stay engrossed in toxicity, anger, sorrow, sadness, whatever the case may be. That's where we're stuck. If we cannot forgive others and we cannot forgive ourselves first, we just stay in the ick, as Mish puts it. And Mish, I stole that from you. I did steal that from you. We stay in the ick. Well, we don't need to stay in the ick. If we're going to get to that place of self-acceptance and self-love, then we have to learn to forgive ourselves. And that's the big S, because we were made in the divine's image. Why are we not? Oh, thanks, Miss. Why are we not forgiving ourselves? He forgave us long ago. So once we can get out of that ick, get out of the toxicity, the anger, the sorrow, and the sadness, so we can forgive ourselves. And I said on the last live, forgive ourselves, we'll forgive others. It's like that anger hole or whatever it is in your heart, it just falls to the side, and that makes more room for love to come in. And the last one was compare everything or measure everything against love, whatever it was. I'm sorry. I don't want to go back and look really quick. But the more we get out the dark, the only thing that kills the dark is the light. And if we can get that darkness shed, the toxicity, the anger, the sorrow, the sadness, whatever it may be, more room for love and light. And that's what wins in the end. That's what makes change. That's what keeps this world spinning. And we all know this. I'm preaching to the choir because you all know this. The only thing that'll drown out the darkness is the light. So we forgive ourselves. We forgive others. Doesn't mean they have to forgive you back. It just means you're releasing it. You're not carrying that away around with you anymore. So guess what? Now you have more room in your heart for love and light. And that is a beautiful thing. So once we've learned to, the unworthiness, we are worthy. The self-doubt. Take that negative ego that reminds you, remember when? No, I chose not to. Because I'm not remember when. I'm now. I'm today. My character speaks for itself. Our unforgiveness. Let's get out of the ick. Let's get out of the anger, the sorrow, the toxicity, the sadness, everything that engrosses. That when we stay so upset at people or ourselves and big ass self, lose that. Then you get to the fourth stage, love. And here's where it gets a little complicated. Guys, okay, I was not looking at the chat, so I'm going to go back just in case. Because I love you all and I don't want to. Yes, in Carnazal, I agree with that. Okay, so here we go. Sinzu, your biggest problem with self-forgiveness is that I don't understand it. It never made me feel any different after I tried to forgive myself. You tried, though. You didn't do it. That's the problem. Can't try. So, Stasia, you're fantastic. You're absolutely fantastic. Miss says, society, the biggest problems we have today is the conditioning we have all been, or you read my notes, inundated with our entire lives. Once we can learn the inner us, not the flesh outwards, the better, but how do we? Okay, well, that's where I'm coming in because you just killed my number 4. The big ass, I know, right, Lori? That is what it sounds like, the big ass self. It's the big ass. Y'all are killing me with this, Lori. You're cracking me up. Cindy, the next time my shoulder devil reminds me of my past, I'm going to say, did I ask? Oh, good one. Good one. Good one. I like that. I like that. But no, Sinzu, I love that, Lori. Well, no, honey, you are not. No, you don't. It's the little s and a big S. I've got to learn how to say that different. Figure that one out as we go. But no, Sinzu, you've got to totally, forgiveness means complete and total release. If you're still holding on to it, you haven't forgiven yourself. Complete and total release. Forgiveness, if you can truly forgive yourself, and that just means shedding that load. Remember, we wrote student on our hand on the last one. We're still students. We're learning this together. So if we can forgive ourselves, we can forgive and let go. Forgiveness is for yourself. When you forgive yourself or you forgive others, same thing, same thing. You're shedding that hostility, anger, the stuff that just eats you up from the inside out. And you're saying, I'm not that person anymore. It's kind of like asking for forgiveness and repenting of your sins. I mean, if that helps any, when we repent, what, our sins as far as from the east to the west from his mind, right? Okay. Same thing. Allow yourself the same grace because you were created in his image. Tiff, yes, gratitude and forgiveness will get you far. Absolutely. And I hope that made sense, Sinzu, because I was trying to put it in, meet you where you are and let you know that it was, we ask for forgiveness. We're worthy of it. And yes, in Carnazal, the spirituality, yes. Okay, wait. Let me go here. That's a good point. You feel it somewhere in integration of psychology and spirituality. Organized religion may be a start, but you really have to know your own beliefs. Yes, you do. And God don't make mistakes. No. And the reason I'm using this, we're made in the image of and I'm going to say divine just for this thing. I say God, but it's your own divine. I know a lot of us a lot of people went to uh, the A meetings or NA meetings, or even in counseling and therapy, they always say, higher power, let's just use that. But I've gotten to where I use my words, and I use my words not to offend anyone, but to stand on what I believe in. And I think that 3.5 hour live would probably tell y'all why. I'm not going to be ashamed anymore or scared. I'm going to say, and if it, like I said, take what you need, leave the rest. I'm not trying to offend anyone. This is just coming from me. It's an opinion. Everybody's got them. I'm just trying to give you some information that maybe will help you. Acceptance. Boy, are y'all really trying to just kill my station? Can y'all see my notes? Because y'all literally are killing this. Y'all are amazing. Wow. Let's see. Indigo, forgiveness is to heal a wound with yourself. I try to visualize my different selves as living in the same house. We hold each other up and learn from each other, but they are me and I am learning. Beautifully written. Beautifully. To love the hard edge as much as the soft. Yes. 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 Absolutely. Oh my gosh. Hey, Rick. Everybody's in here and I'm missing it, having to pop in and out of the chat. It's your birthday this year, Rick. Oh, how are you? How are you? Did I miss anybody? If I did, it is not, it's not by purpose. I've been looking at my notes, and I kind of don't really want to say when, because I don't know if Ben's still in here. He's being too quiet. He might not be here anymore. Have a good evening to you, Stasia. Thank you for being here. Seriously, you make me smile. Thank you. Oh, Barbie. Hi there, Rick, and happy birthday this year. I can't even say that. Mine's next year. Okay, we're going to get to the last one. So we went unworthiness, self-doubt, unforgiveness. Number 4 is love. And like I said, are y'all reading my notes? Love. Okay, so here's the hard. This is hard. We can do hard things, but this is hard. I don't have the chat up. Full transparency here. We learn how to love ourselves by how we were loved or are loved. Okay, I'm going to start with that sentence. I'm going back to the chat. I would like feedback on that. We learn how to love ourselves by how we are loved. Does that ring true for anybody? It's made me think, made me really stop and think about it. Like, am I so hard on myself because I was so hard on when I was growing up? And do I love myself in probably not the most positive way because the way that I was shown love, or that I was loved or am loved, or, no, not am loved, because if I loved myself the way that I am loved at this moment in my life, I wouldn't be here having to say this to myself, because I have a man in there that loves me unconditionally and I have no doubts, second thoughts, or anything about it. So at this point in my life, I know what true love is, and I am treated that way. But if I was still, say, 8 years ago me, do I love myself by how I was loved? And that doesn't have to be a parent. It can be a significant other, a spouse, a sister, a brother, a grandparent. It could be anybody. I'm just saying that there's a lot of factors in our life. It could be no one in your life. I mean, I'm not saying no one loves you. I'm just saying you could have, raised yourself from a young age, so you really didn't have a reference to go by. And one thing, yeah, Sinzu, thank you, Violet. It was hard for me to think about. Sinzu, that really hit something with me because I was listening to this speaker and she said her mom passed away when she was young. Her grandmother raised her. Her grandmother was, how did she put it? I can't, I'm not, she was basically, she said, have you seen the movie The Help? She's like, do that times 1,000. That was what my grandmother did. And that's how she was raised. She was raised with corporal punishment. She was raised in a box, like, you're this person, you can't leave this box. This is, and things like that. And Tiff, my mom had a hard time saying I love you. And now that she's gotten older, she God help me forever teaching her to text, but I mean, I love you and the little kissy emoji. I mean, it's just little things like that maybe I wasn't there as an adult when I was younger. That makes sense. Probably not. But to see from an adult's point of view what she was going through raising 4 children on her own, back and forth with my dad, until they finally got themselves together, you know. But it's bad on the kids. It's hard on the kids. And then the things that, as a child I was put through, that most of us in here have, it didn't make it much easier. What is love? Is that how you love someone? Because if it is, I don't want anything to do with it. It's things like that. I wasn't there to see from an adult point of view, right, Tiff, that what she was going through, that she didn't make that really known or said. She worked so hard and was going to school. And I believe that if I could have seen it through an adult's eyes, of the grace that she would have been given by me, but instead, it's just the things it makes. But now here's another why God, why me, thing. My mom never did. She was left by her mom and her dad and raised by her grandparents, my great grandparents, which, like I said, now that I know all that as an adult, because I couldn't see that through an adult's eyes as a child, I see now why she raised us the way she did. So it comes full circle. And now I understand. But it took growing up and seeing it through an adult eyes and giving her the grace that she deserves, because she raised 4 incredible children into 4 grown adults, that she raised us to be independent. And I've learned that independence doesn't mean you have to be alone. Independence doesn't mean that you have to push away the people that are there to try to help you. That's what I saw growing up and what I experienced, but that does not what it means. She raised us to be independent so that if we were ever put in her situation where she was just given up, we could support and take care of ourselves and not just be left out there like she was. And it all came from a place of good. It always came from a place of love. And I can see that now as an adult. And that's what the speaker was saying. Okay, Heather, now you got me again. Why me, God? Yeah, I said, why me, God? But when you put wine God on there, actually, one of the things that the speaker she used as an example is, we may not be able to turn water into wine or walk on water, but we are still made in the image of our Creator. So I think y'all are all cheating on my notes here. This is weird. Y'all are freaking me out over here. Oh my gosh. But so when we can become aware of that, we learn how to love ourselves by how we are loved, we can become aware and live intentionally, even if it's moment by moment, but live intentionally. And external qualities do not define your true self. All the masks, all the whatever you want to call it. Go inside to the big S. Yes, Lord, the big S. Self. Go inside. Find that self, your character, your grit, your heart. Accept yourself for who you are now, not the negative ego about remember when. We're not going back that way. We're still students, we're learning, we're going forward. Okay? Accept yourself, and then you can learn to love yourself. If you don't accept yourself, you're never going to learn to love yourself. Flaws and all, we're not made perfect. So don't worry about the little s. Worry about the big S. That one inside, your character, how you treat other people, how you treat yourself. That is how you learn to truly accept and love yourself. And it is Mare here? Hey, Mare. It's a lot. It's a lot to do. And we can do hard things because it's very hard. But it's a journey. Life's a journey. We learned that the last time. You get a better idea of who you are when you focus on the big S. That little s is nothing. Let's, we're worthy of that capital letter. Self. The big S self. And yes, Lord, big S self. So when you can go inside and find yourself and find that person that's way down deep in there, then you live intentionally. Live intentionally, Mama. Even if it's 7 or 8 times a day, you can change your mind, your beliefs, your judgment, your whatever you do, you can change it. We're human, guys. I mean, so I thought all my life this was green. I found out today it's black. Okay, well, guess what? I know, right? In Arkansas, it's really getting me. It's black. Okay, well, guess what? I'm human. I can change my mind. And you know what? To me, being able to say I was wrong is a whole lot more character than continuing to say, I don't care what you say, this is green. Just an example, but that's kind of how I look at it. My character, me being able to say I'm wrong, means more to me than the hard-headed stubbornness, living in the ick, the self-doubt, just the truth, your true character, your heart, your soul. Yes, in Carnal, I've got to be able to pronounce that better. That Barbie says, I like looking at it as the little s and the big S. Puts a different perspective on it. It did for me too, Barbie. It actually really did for me. Yes, in Carnal. I know I have to pronounce this funny. It's weird. Big self, little self. I'll just do that. And once we accept the big self, guess what? All that little stuff, the little self, it just falls away too because it's meaningless. Why are we putting on masks? Why are we buying $800 worth of makeup to make somebody look at us different? Our character is who we should be worried about. Our big self, our character, our heart. That's what makes this world a better place. That's what helps others. That's what gets us through this season of life to face the next season in life. Like I said, God's not done with me yet. I ask. I was told real quick. So when this will heal or be fixed, God forbid, whatever happens, it happens. So it's not on my time. But what I can do in the meantime is look inside and learn and keep doing the things that I can do. Oh, Lori, I love this. God's not done with my ass. Exactly. Exactly. Oh, God, Lord, you're still killing me a while ago. I'm sorry, it was fun. If everyone had a community like we are finding, this world would be such a better place. Yes, absolutely. As I said, the only thing that can drown out the dark is light. Be the shining light. Forgive yourself, make more room for that light to come in there, forgive others, get that icky out, let the light come, you're growing more light. And guess what? Shine it bright to the world. Shine it bright. Because once you forgive yourself, you can love yourself. So don't give up. Don't stop trying. We have a community here. You need something, you need somebody, I got to, God's not done with my S. I love this story. I love that so much. Sinzu. Sometimes I think God's tired of my S coming. Come to find out he's just still working on it. Good call, Lori. See, Lori, thank you for that. Thank you for that. God's not done with us. We just keep on going, even as hard as it can get. Like I said, I was questioning. I was like, why? Why? Why did you let me get through all that I just went through to recover? And now I can't tie my shoe. I mean, I pity party, Sinzu. No, I had me a good old fashioned pity party. And Daryl just said, let's talk about it. And I told him, I was like, I can't tie my own shoe. I can't put my own shirt on. I'm like, don't you think I get sick of that? And he's like, it takes time, baby. It takes time. And that, beauty on the inside, not the out. Darcy's yes. And I know that's so cliche, but it's the truth. It doesn't matter. You can be as beautiful as you can. Oh, come on. They're changing your IV. You'll fall asleep soon now. But love you all. Love you. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. And I hope you have a good night. I just want everybody to know you're worth it. You're worthy. You're divine. Come on, guys. You're amazing. And one thing I will say, people say they have a lot of stuff against you, right? Like, I mean, am I the only one, or honest to God, hands up. Oh, hands up. Everybody's got something in their past they want to hide, right? Or they don't want brought up, or something that happened in their past, and you'll be like, oh God, people are going to think I'm such a bad person for that. Oh gosh, if somebody found out, they're going to think I'm such a bad person. First hand up right here. Guess what? Put it all out there. Put it all out there, because that's not who I am today. And guess what? When you put it all out there, can't nobody use it against you. Does that make sense? If you already beat them to the punch. Hey, Heather, I love you. I'm doing good. How are you? If you put it all out on the table, lay it all out. I'm not saying just go out and tell the world. I'm just saying when it gets to that point, we're not that person today. Heather, I'm so glad to see you. We're not that person today. So guess what? Just like, okay, a defense attorney goes in, has to represent, and I'm only using this because of law school. Perfect example. Okay, so you're having to defend this, person that robbed a bank. You don't know how you're going to get them off, but you know that the prosecution is going to use, well, they've hijacked a car. Sorry, guys. My son seems to be getting in trouble in there. He's got allergies so bad he just won't quit licking. Now his paws are bleeding. My poor boy. So you're defending someone who robbed a bank, but the prosecution's going to use his previous convictions against him, like, to make the jury whatever. No, see a pattern. Oh, well, he hijacked a car. He robbed a store. He stole a loaf of bread. I'll just use those 3 examples. Well, if I'm this defense attorney, first thing I'm going to do is get up there, even in my opening statement, and say, now, during this trial, the prosecution is going to tell you this, and this. That does not mean that you can hold him guilty for those things. He served his time. He's done it. And find him guilty for this off of just because he did those things. Put it out there. So it's not a surprise to the jury. So it's not and I use jury because I feel like that's a lot what we all think we're living in. Everybody's judging us. If you have your character, you have your full strength built up, and you walk forward, don't look in the rearview mirror. Keep going forward. Because guess what? You're going to make it. But put it out there. Put it out there. This is me. Yep. I'm not that person anymore. That's how you don't let anyone weaponize anything against you. Put it out there first. Shock them. Just shock them. And learn how to say no. Because the way that we love, or we're, like I said, we love how we were loved. We learned to love how we were loved. I'm going to say, no, I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to live intentionally. I'm going to see that this is not how I want my child. I don't want that generational cycle to continue. I want to break it. And the way you break that is say no. That's not going to make anybody fall over and pass out. Well, it might be. It might, but I'm just saying. Learn to say no. It's okay. I'm giving you permission. If you need it, take it. Say no. Learn to say no. It's a 2 little word that will give you more peace and understanding than you probably have had in a long time. No, I refuse to keep this generational curse going, or generational trauma, or generational whatever. I'm not going to choose to raise my child in a box and box them in and love them like I was loved because I was beat the hell and back, or not me, but I'm just saying in general. I'm going to change this by living intentionally. And that's how, no, I'm not going to do this. No, my child don't need to be boxed in. No, I'm not going to give my child corporal punishment if I don't believe in it, or, whatever the case may be. I don't want to bring that up. I'm just saying that was just an example. Or, no, you're not going to tell me how to raise my child. You're not going to tell me how to love myself. No. I'm an adult now. I can make those own choices. And I choose to break that generational issues, those generational traumas. I'm going to break them because you know what? My child and my grandchildren deserve that. And it all starts with me living intentionally. Accept who you are. And that you can change your goals and your beliefs, etc., whatever it may be, 10 times a day if necessary. Because why? It's a journey. And there's always going to be something. But guess what? We got the full armor on. We can face it. We can do it. We have to stand up. Let the love shine, and it will always, always, always win. Love will win. And that is one short little session on self-acceptance. Oh, okay, hang on, Heather. Keela gave me permission to, so the answer is no. Who's Keela? Just the lady that brings the Oh, God, Heather, you're killing me. Oh, I love it. What, Mish? You have to go to Baton Rouge in person now? Wow. What day? Because you need to text me, because I texted you, woman. Text me, because I want to go to LSU Baton Rouge, and I have a specific date I want to go on. I love that, Heather. You just made me laugh. I love that. Thank you for saying that. Cindy, we're all imperfect. Some of us may be a little more imperfect than others, but not a single one of us comes close to perfection. The one perfect being still chose to die for us in spite of that, right? That chose to die for us because of that. Absolutely, Sinzu. Absolutely. Miss Paperfoot. Finding people who love you even when you have to say no, priceless. We all need bumper stickers that say that. Absolutely need it. Absolutely. Absolutely need that. Because we all need a little bit of help. And this is, I guess, me talking to me. We all need help. We all need assistance. Believe it or not, my mom raised, like I said, 4 independent women. Guess what? I need help every single day. And maybe God humbled me and put me this way because I'm still having a hard time asking for it. Maybe that is the answer. Wow, maybe I just answered my own question. But guess what? I've humbled myself. And I still have this heaviness when I say, baby, can you do this? Can you get me a drink? Baby, can you help me? Can you tie my shoe? Baby, can you do this? I might have just solved my own issue. Well, I'll let y'all know how that goes. Because even though I can do it now, I still have this hesitation and reservation inside that I don't, or I preface it with, I don't want to bother you. And he's like, stop saying that. I just gave myself something to work on. Maybe that's the lesson I'm meant to learn. That asking for help with a true heart instead of this reservation may be just the lesson I need to learn. And that's really hard to sit here and come to this epiphany about, but it's the truth. I mean, I'm like, I always preface it with, I don't mean to. He's like, what? Stop saying that. But I still feel like that burden. Maybe I just solved my own mystery. Finding out how amazing we can still be, even through all the hurdles, priceless. Yes. Because our character is who we need to accept. Our big self. The little self, that's petty. Facebook mom, helping someone you truly love is never a bother. That I agree with. And here, let's this discussion. I have to accept that. I agree with you. If we were changed places, I wouldn't leave his side. But I have a hard time accepting that or asking that. So it's like, I might have just solved my own shoulder issue, maybe. Hopefully. God, please. I'm learning. Okay, I won't have any hesitancy in my heart when I ask for help. Is that the lesson I need to learn? October 20th. I want to go on the 27th. That's the date I have set. I want to go to LSU, to Baton Rouge. I want to go to LSU. But tickets are sold out. It's a wait list. I don't know, Mish, we might could think of something. Although I can't drive. Supposed to. Y'all, thank you for being here, sticking it through with me, figuring out these epiphanies, and just being better people, better community. Worry about your big self. Don't worry about that little self. That little self isn't going to get you where you need. Oh, Lord. Thinking it's going to go in the old merged. Yeah, well, guess what? Probably the big S and the little S's too. Thanks to Lord. Grab that from Lori because that was good. She's cracking me up. Y'all are really amazing. I love this community. I love this channel. I love the growing and the journey of life with you. And I truly appreciate every one of you for showing up, just being here. Y'all are truly amazing. And I did put some new merch in the merch store. Probably, I mean, it's not, I don't think it was mental health related, but it was still merch. It was funny, I thought. See, wait, Mish, he gets more mad at me when I feel like crap for asking than just asking. Yes, yes. Hey, Kaleidoscope. Hey. How are you, Echo? I'm so glad you're in here. Okay, so here, Potash. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lori. But that's the truth. Like that's when in my mind I'm got, okay, well, he's gonna get mad at me because he's in the middle of something, and now I gotta stop him, and now I gotta ask him. In my mind, I build all this up. This big thing I build up in my head, and I make it worse. Literally, I make it worse. Because all this that I'm building up in my head is not, it's my perception, it's not reality. The reality is he just wants me to say, baby, I need this. Bam, he goes and does it. Or please, I always please and thank you. But hey, Brian, how are you? I'm glad you popped in. It's always, I always say please and thank you. But I feel like crap. And maybe that's the lesson I need to stop. I really need to stop doing that. Brian, I really hope you have a better evening. Got to go back and listen. This will help you, especially the big S and the little S. I really hope you have a better evening. So in my mind, I have all this built up. And that's what happens, Mish. That's what happens. So you're right. It's better if I just say, hey, can you do this for me, please? Thank you. Then all of this stuff that I have in my mind that's going to happen. I mean, gosh, I spend 20 minutes just to remind him, oh my gosh, I need my 1 o'clock meds, but he's right in the middle of something and I don't want to bother him. And Miss, you're absolutely right. He would rather me just say, hey, can you give me this, please? You know? Heather, exactly. Mish, I'm thinking that fear could be something you need. It's okay to feel it because you have no control over the whole thing. Heather, beautiful. So I am going to read, since I read what she wrote at the beginning, I'm going to read it again for everybody that came in late. And I love this. I'm going to see her and start crying again. P.S. Can't believe she left that in here. Your illness does not define your life. You're human. You know, exactly, Barbie. Well, let me tell you something. I wish I could put my makeup on, honestly. Just to make myself, that's why I went and got my hair done, just to make me feel better. Even though I am who I am, just to make me feel better. Exactly, Senzu. Oh, I know that. Oh, yeah. But I will end it with this, guys. Like always, growth isn't about changing who you are, but about becoming the best version of yourself. And that we do by forgiving ourselves, loving ourselves, becoming the best versions of ourselves, and accepting ourselves. We can do it. It's a journey. We're all students and we're learning together. And it doesn't matter if you fail 1, 2, 3. I don't look at them as times failed. I just look at them as, wait a minute, that's 4 times I learned how not to do that. So let me learn how to do it. We're not perfect, guys, but we are beautiful and our character and our light beam out. And that's what we need to remember. Purple Party will be coming as soon as John is ready. And I will figure out how to do the other arm, but it will happen. Looking forward to it. And thank you all. Y'all have a wonderful week coming up. There's a lot of nastiness right now and ugliness in the world going on and hateful and violence and things like that. I mean, I literally turned it on YouTube. I'm like, holy crap, what is going on? Guys, be safe. Be aware. Be safe. I love you all. And I will see y'all on the next one. And I promise you I will be posting as soon as we learn what day the Purple Party will be. Y'all made it happen. Love you all.